Welcome back. Well, yesterday, Lisa got the chance to sit down with famed event designer to the stars, Preston Bailey, and we got the exclusive first look at his brand new book. Take a look at this.
Preston, I am so delighted to meet you. I am in wedding planning heaven right now. You have no idea how fun this is for me.
You are engaged, I hear.
Yes, yes.
You're very calm.
So, well, you know, I'm calm because we're planning for next summer, so I don't think it's hit me yet.
Yeah.
But it's overwhelming and it's confusing, and yet it's just, it can be the most beautiful time in your life when you're planning a large event, and you get to be part of that with people.
I think it's great, and as a bride, I have one suggestion for you. Hire the right people, but the day of your wedding, have a great time. I've seen so many different brides that they go so crazy.
Because they try to do everything.
Correct.
Yeah.
So just remember that. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your week, actually. But yes, I'm very happy to be able to be part of really in people's life, the highlight of many people's lives.
You do, and these events that you do are just, I want to use the word theatrical almost in the photos that I've seen. They're just beautiful. It's almost like you've designed a set. So tell me, when you walk into a space, what is the first thing that you look for when you walk into a room?
I usually look for the space. I look for colors. Preferably, I prefer working in spaces that have neutral colors. I do not like patterns because that's very, you know, it gets in your way a little bit. But my design process takes a while. I'm not one of those designers that envisions everything at once. I have to sit with it, talk to the client, get to know her. It's her wedding, it's not mine. And really something starts emerging and something comes to life.
So how much of it then is the bride's vision and how much is your vision?
It's not my party, it's theirs. I mean, as a bride, it's your wedding. I am just someone that is going to get into your head and really see what's there and being able to translate your vision. It's not my wedding, it's yours.
Now, do you have some brides, when you're doing weddings, do you have some brides that will bring you in on the process of even selecting the dresses and things like that? Well,
you know, part of what we do is also planning. And I think it all goes together. Mm-hmm. And I think it's important that every single detail is not ignored. So I look at the dress, tasting the food, every single detail I try to be part of to create a cohesive evening.
The music, everything.
The music, music is very important. That creates the vibe of the party. So yes, one of the things that I think most of my weddings are successful, I try to give them a surprise. Every half an hour, there's some kind of surprise. It could be change of lighting or, you know,
I love it.
Some great...
Sign me up.
You know, because again, I think one of the greatest joys that I have is 20 years later that I run into a bride and she said, oh my God, I still remember my day. It was so incredible. Mm-hmm. So, you know, you have to really orchestrate it in a way that is like an evening of entertainment.
Do you feel the pressure to outdo yourself every time?
You know, yes.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Yes. Remember that I'm seeing it for the first time, the same time the bride is seeing it, mm-hmm. I am seeing it. And a lot of what the clients that come to us is because they want something new and different and exciting. And sometimes it's hard.
It's a lot of pressure.
It's a lot of pressure, indeed. So yes, very much so. I think you're with them, and you're sharing a lot of information, and things are changing and developing.
And we are so excited that we get a preview of this latest book of yours. This is your 7th book?
My 7th book, yes.
Of beautiful photos and ideas and inspiration, and just flipping through this, just these beautiful photos. Can you tell me some of the weddings that you have in this book?
Yes, I think, first of all, the reason that I did this book is that you don't only use flowers in vases, and I wanted to really show the audience different ways and sculptures in how you could use flowers. Clearly, we did Mr. LeBron James' wedding. I also
did... With the brighter colors, and it's just gorgeous.
Exactly, the very, very intense flowers. I've done a couple of royal weddings in there. Mr. Soros, which again is a gentleman. So again, I've been lucky that I work with these artists and these amazing people.
There was one in this book, I believe, in the south of France.
Yes, indeed.
And you have every rose beautifully placed. And my question was, how do you keep them from dying, all those flowers placed
You
like
know,
that?
it takes a lot of orchestrating and timing. I mean, we get the roses maybe like 2 weeks before. We're careful in when they open. Maybe by the week, if they're opening too fast, we put it back in the refrigerator. So it's really a matter of managing the way that they open and the time frame in which they open.
If someone needs to tap you for the Rose Parade, it gets you to design something for the Rose Parade.
I have always wanted to do
I thought you were going to say I've already done that.
No, are you kidding me? I would love to do something. I have it in my head.
We need to do some online campaign or
please,
something.
Please, I'm here. Anyhow.
Oh,
yeah,
it's so wonderful, the inspiration that you provide for people. And you're able to do that now so many years after, starting in this business with 7 books out. What's next for you?
What's next for me? I don't know. I just roll with the punches. Whatever comes up, can you do it? Yeah, why not? So that's been my motto for years and years. We presented with different opportunities and just a matter of jumping in and making them happy.
Okay, now one last question. This is a very selfish question for me. When does a bride need to really start contacting you and start planning her wedding?
I think a good time is 6 months.
Okay.
6 months.
That's reasonable.
6 months to a year. Mm-hmm. Anything else, I think, is too far ahead, and things changes, and the bride changes, and ideas changes. But I think
your taste changes, for
correct.
sure. Yeah.
I think 6 months to a year is a good time.
Well, will you make me a promise? Do
you want me to do your wedding?
I do want you to do my wedding. I felt like that was a little much to ask, but when you're back in Dallas, will you come to the studio and meet the other ladies on the show? Because I know they would be just so thrilled to meet you.
I will be delighted. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.